So Alex Jones is down bad, y'all. He is really down bad. This clip, which I'm about to show you, is incredible. Think about all of the years. It's not just years. It's decades that Alex Jones has been out there. And what has he been warning about? I'm against the deep state globalists are coming, and they're trying to control your every move. They're trying to spy on you. They're trying to take your data. All these deep state globalists want to control you. They want to oppress you. They want to hold you down. We believe in freedom. That's what we believe in. So his whole thing for all these years has been these deep state globalists that are going to take away your rights, take away the Constitution, restrict your freedom. And then now here we are, y'all. And that is a fair descriptor of what's actually happening. Trump and MAGA are now married at the hip to these billionaire, oligarch, robber baron tech bros. And these guys are open about the fact they want total control. They want all the money. They want all the wealth. They want all of your data. They want a police state basically run by little corporate CEO dictator fiefdoms. And guess what? Alex Jones, because he's such a Trump little fanboy, flipped on a dime, and now he supports all of the stuff that he used to warn about. It's really incredible. So we all learned the other day that Trump is making a deal with the company, Peter Thiel's company, Palantir. And basically it's like a data company, and that company's been involved in like creating AI to use for murder machines and doing this massive database with 300 data points on every American where they just get all your stuff in one area, and it's an amalgamation of different information about you from different sectors and government agencies, etc. And so like here it is, this nefarious data firm Palantir, run by, Peter Thiel's the top guy and Alex Karp. These guys are incredibly, immensely disturbing. They're helping Israel with their mass murder campaign in Gaza. Peter Thiel's open about the fact he thinks, democracy is on the way out and that's a good thing, right? Okay, ready? Trump partners up with Palantir to create a mass surveillance blackmail file on every American. And how does Alex Jones respond? Watch this.
Everybody's asking me about Palantir. And when you look at it and you understand it, Palantir and the surveillance systems and the AI and all of it has been an outlier from the bigger companies. And it's been wanting to get big contracts. And Trump wants to use it to track illegal aliens and stuff, and the real ID that they're trying to bring in that's terrible, that never got implemented because it's unconstitutional. So I've been critical of all of that, and I obviously don't trust Palantir and the rest of the stuff it's doing. But it is small compared to all the other big AI and the Pentagon Sentinel and all the rest of it. The reason you're seeing the attacks on it everywhere is because it's trying to get contracts that other big tech companies already have, and because Palantir has been supportive of Trump. And so, yeah, Trump is going to them because they've been supporters. But all this hype about Palantir, all of these systems can be used for control. All these systems are out of control. All the AIs are woke. So Palantir is being used to run AI drones, killing people in Gaza. All of it's very concerning.
It's used to kill people in Gaza. All of it's very concerning. But not a good place to have a but there, Alex.
All the AIs are woke. So Palantir is being used to run AI drones, killing people in Gaza. All of it's very concerning. But why do people know about Palantir and nothing else? Well, that's because it comes from the left, only focusing on Palantir.
Oh my goodness. You absolute pathetic partisan hack. There was a time when Alex Jones, and a lot of you guys are probably too young to remember this, he was a crusader against George W. Bush and Dick Cheney and the Republican Party. There was a time when he was more affiliated with the left than he was with the right, just crusading against George W. Bush and the Patriot Act and the Iraq War. Now here he is, and because the left is correctly going after Palantir for trying to create a mass blackmail database on all of us and take all of our data, because the left is correctly calling them out, all of a sudden it's like, well, I mean, the left is against them, so they can't be that bad, right? Right?
Because it's seen as something being brought in to surveil the government itself and to try to find waste, fraud, and abuse. That's what Trump wants it for.
He's just trying to get the waste, fraud, and abuse, bro. That's why Trump is doing it. Are you out of your mind? What a sick, sick thing to say. No, he wants it for the same reason he's wanted other people's data Look at Mahmoud Khalil. Oh, you protested Palestine? What if we lock you up indefinitely? What if ICE arrests you and locks you up indefinitely? Oh, look at Rumeis Ozturk. Oh, you wrote an op-ed that's mildly critical of Israel. What if we arrest you? They want to have all the information on everybody and be able to go after you for your political beliefs. That's what they want. If you're anti-MAGA, you're on a list. If you're anti-Israel, you're on a list. They don't accept dissent. That's why he's suing all these media companies that are critical of him. He hates free speech. He hates the Constitution. And Palantir and Peter Thiel and Alex Karp, they're all working together to try to be able to control the public. Something you used to be able to say about these big companies, these nefarious big companies. Nobody asked for these people to get so involved in our lives. And now you're okay with it because Trump is doing it? Oh my God.
Here with expanding U.S. surveillance state. And the New York Times and all of them are all over it. Palantir's deepening government ties spark.
By the way, that's the guy, Alex Karp. Look at him. Is this the guy you want to have all of your information? All of the data points about you? By the way, he also said we're in the business of killing people. That's what he said. And listen to the segment Alex is doing. Soft pedaling what's happening here.
Fears of centralized surveillance. And you've got the owner of it, the CEO of it, with all his statements about crushing the right wing in Europe and all the rest of it. I got serious concerns. It's just that endless hyping about it and only focusing on it is coming out of the left, and the populist anti-globalist movement has taken it absolutely hook, line, and sinker.
Well, maybe because they're right. Have you considered that? Maybe the right-wingers who see this, maybe they actually have some genuine concerns of, hey, I didn't like the Patriot Act. I didn't like the illegal surveillance when it was done under George W. Bush. Why would I like an even worse, stronger version of that? Why would I like that? He's a complete partisan hack now. Alex Jones is much more like today's Rush Limbaugh than he is like the Alex Jones of old. He's just a partisan hack. Now, by the way, why? Why is he such a partisan hack? Look, I think one of the most straightforward answers, the Occam's razor answer, is I'm sure he has some sort of financial arrangement. If it's not with Peter Thiel, and it's not with Palantir, who's a billionaire sugar daddy to a lot of right-wing causes, Elon Musk, he's been on Elon Musk's nuts relentlessly too. Elon Musk is a comic book villain billionaire robber baron who's currently trying to put a chip in everybody's brain. And Alex sees no wrong with that. Alex sees no problem with that. Alex is happy to snuggle up to that guy as he slashes pediatric cancer research and he slashes Meals on Wheels. And they slash FEMA funding and air traffic controllers and nuclear safety officials. These are the people you're snuggling up to. I think after the court case with the Sandy Hook stuff, the defamation stuff, I think after that, Alex looked around and said, I can't be out here alone on an island. I need to have some sort of political allies. And so yet again, he threw his lot in with Trump, threw his lot in with Elon Musk, threw his lot in with these billionaires. And so now he's a shell of his former self, right? And he's just simply a partisan hack. He supports the deep state. He supports the globalists, right? I don't see him talking on a regular basis about the genocide in Gaza, giving you all the updates of the innocent people who've been bombed to smithereens, giving you all the updates of an aid site that was set up and then Palestinians were murdered on their way to the aid site, how the CIA is actually directly involved in setting up the fake Gaza humanitarian aid that's going in there now. I don't see him talking about any of this. I don't see him talking about Trump warmongering with Greenland or Panama or Mexico or Iran or Yemen or Somalia or any of the countries he's doing this. I don't see him calling out the trade war, which is tanking the US dollar and destroying the global economy in the long run. Eventually, people are going to get off the dollar as the world reserve currency. Here's your pom-poms, bitch. You're cheerleading all of it. You are useless. You are worse than useless. Worse than useless. God, it really is hilarious how he's now come to embody everything he's used to hate. By the way, there was a video of him in the first term where he was drunk and doing some interview with some, media outlet, and he was like, oh, I fucking hate Donald Trump. So sick of talking about Donald Trump. Fucking Donald Trump. Fuck him. I'm just so sick of him. And then now, again, after the defamation trial, he lost. He's out there alone on an island. He realized, well, I guess I got to have some allies. I guess I got to have some support. I guess I got to have some people who may be able to financially back us. So I guess Elon's right about everything and Trump's right about everything. And I'm going to overlook all of his horrible, disturbing, disgusting actions, which screw over the American people. He will never tell you when Trump actually does fucked up shit. Did he even mention when Donald Trump scrapped the $15 minimum wage that Biden put in place for all federal contractors and employees, screwing over working people? Did he say anything about that? Did he say anything about Trump outsourcing 200,000 jobs in the first term and killing another 115,000 in this term, and that number's only going to go up over time? Did he say anything about that? Of course not. Did he say anything about the massive tax giveaway to the wealthy in this bill and the slashing of Medicaid $800 billion, which will kick 10 million people off of healthcare? Many of them are MAGA, by the way. Anything? No, nothing. You're too busy on a daily... Oh, Democrats bad, liberals bad, leftists bad. They're all so stupid and so dumb. Don't look at the Palantir thing, because, whatever, bro. It's just one company. It's just a small thing, bro. It's not a big deal, bro. No big... Why is the left so focused on this? Because they're right, Alex. Because they're right. So, anyway, I hope that this wakes up some of the people who were Alex Jones fans, that he's just a hack. He's just a hack. You know damn well, if the exact same set of facts. Let's say Joe Biden was still president, or Kamala Harris was president, and Joe Biden or Kamala Harris made a deal with Peter Thiel and Alex Karp of Palantir and had the exact same set of facts. 300 plus data points on every American. Let's put it into one database. Let's have all their information. What do you think Alex would say? We all know what he would say. It's not a tough one. It's not even close to tough. And that says everything that you need to know. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.